Growing up as a kid, my parents, they had me at a young age, and we didn't come from money. We grew up in a bad area in LA, California, and I grew up around gangs and drugs and all that kind of crazy stuff, and got caught up with the wrong crowd when I was a kid, got kicked out of high school in the 10th grade, and had a kid when I was 16 years old.
Before Kyani, I think we had a pretty traditional life. I was a stay-at-home mom, and John was working as a systems engineer, and we set out to do everything that we were taught to do.
Prior to Kyani, my life was as bad as it gets. We were totally in debt. I was teaching. My hours had been cut to one class per semester, making truly about $900 a month. It was a disaster.
Prior to Kyani, I was a full-time college student. I had 2 jobs, and I found myself at the age of 21 being very busy and broke.
5 years ago, I started my own coffee chain. I was excited and I wanted to do something big with it. The problem was that you had to put a lot of money and a lot of effort. I never worked harder in my entire life. I never spent so much money in my entire life.
I went to school, I got my degrees, I worked for big companies, corporate America, climbed the ladder, and climbed the ladder, and climbed the ladder.
Before Kyani, we were like everybody else. Just working hard, Monday to Friday. I was a massage therapist. I worked full-time. I also went to school full-time.
I was following the recipe of success, the formula that most people have heard out there, my parents taught me, which was go to school to get good grades, to get a good job.
Because I was a corporate manager for a large Fortune 500 company for years, and even though we made a great income, the thing I recognized at the end of the working days, there was no equity. To work 12-hour days, 60-hour weeks, the sacrifices.
I owned a traditional business, and I was the first one there. I was the last one to get paid, and could just never get to the point of what I was really in business for.
Well, prior to Kyani, we had a family-owned business, electrical contractors. I did real estate on the weekends when the market was good, but unfortunately things didn't work out. I got introduced to Kyani. It was the best decision I've ever made.
And so I looked at this industry and in Kyani, and I got excited about it. I got excited about the products. I got excited about the opportunity. And mostly I got excited about the ability to earn residual income.
Kyani came along in the only way possible, and that was through the products. I had a friend who introduced the products to me. I tried them for 8 months.
I saw Kyani at a time that I didn't know I needed it. And it was a very powerful thing to me. I wasn't looking for it, and I didn't want it when I first heard it until I decided to see a presentation.
I got to look at Kyani, and wow, what a company, It felt so right, from the beginning. I said, these guys has everything. They have a unique product, they have a unique compensation plan, they have a unique leadership.
When Becky introduced me to Kyani, I was very skeptical. In fact, I remember that night she came home and she was very excited. She came home, she told me, hey honey, we just started our own business, and by the way, it only costs $4.99. My first reaction was, whatever you just did, I want you to go and do it. As I became more familiar with Kyani, I realized this is a whole different arena. It's an arena where you can have a lifestyle.
I got to work right away. I needed this to happen for me. I went to work, I started making some checks, and what happened was I actually rented a car for the first 2 months of the business until I was able to purchase a nice exotic car.
Because of my financial desperation, I actually started looking at the opportunity, which I had no intent of doing whatsoever. I didn't consider myself a network marketer or that kind of a business person.
And what was so provocative about Kyani for me was seeing the unlimited potential, seeing the complete picture of, if I put in this amount of effort and energy, here could be the end result of time freedom.
We saw that we could have our life back, and in 5 months, we're living life even better than we were before. Earning a 6-figure income in that short amount of time, the peace of mind I saw on my wife Alina's face, being able to sleep at night, no longer being worried about it. To see her have that peace of mind and not have to worry about things was the most important thing to me.
I started going on vacations, free vacations. Now I've been on 9 vacations, free vacations. I've been, all over the world with the company.
Talk about from one extreme to the next. checks coming in every single week, every single month. Then you got the commas in there, and that's what got us excited. My wife excited.
I mean, I didn't even know how we were making those checks. I mean, I was just like, what is this for? I don't even feel like we're working hard enough.
I love the fact that every 30 days we come into the mailbox and there's a check waiting for us. And just recently I went on a vacation. A friend of mine got married out in Hawaii, invited me out, and went out. And 30 days later, I come back and there's a whole new check.
It's been a ride that's, I wouldn't, want anybody to miss out on this. I mean, the travel all over the world, the money we earn, it's crazy. How can a person like me earn that kind of money,
Being able to earn a nice six-figure income in our first 5 months just puts so many things on track. Not to mention we're able to help so many different people. I mean, what the products did for me, struggling with diabetes for years, and now to be able to have some regular blood sugar levels, absolutely incredible.
I don't say this to try to impress anybody or brag at what we've done, because honestly it hasn't been what we've done. It's a matter of Kyani coming into our lives, and we really attribute it to the company and the products and the people that we've been able to surround ourselves by.
I've always dreamed of taking care of my parents because they were always there for me through the hard times, as a kid, even through life as an adult, and when I lost everything, especially. And and because of Kyani, I was able to give back to my parents. It's for me to see them, having fun on those vacations for free, that I was able to take them on and do those things for them. It's just priceless.
Not too long ago, I received a phone call from one of my leaders, and she was literally in tears because of everything that Kyani had done for her. And she thanked me, and that's the payday. Even though it's not just you, it's the whole thing, that's worth all the money in the world.
The lifestyle that we've been able to live, I mean, it's just incredible. I mean, 9 free trips in almost 3 years. I mean, that's incredible. Free cars.
Car program.
I mean, car program, the lifestyle actually that it can create. I think we have more time, together than most people would want. The freedom that this opportunity can actually give you, it's just incredible.
I always had been concerned about what my future held, always needing to provide for myself. I'm single. I've been single for a very long time and needing to create that. But here in Kyani, since I have been here, in the last 2 years have provided the most incredible security. I'm at a place right now that I never even dreamed possible.
I'm a single father, and just being able to spend the time with my children and just really being, a father is the most exciting thing for me.
Sometimes when I wake up, I have to pinch myself because it's so amazing.
I live the lifestyle today I've always dreamed about.